blessing to support a person that I'm going to call to the podium. This person, her name is Janet, and she currently is the director of the Recovery Community Center in Brockton. She joins this community as a peer and attends groups that help provide insight and empowerment to become a peer facilitator. And through this experience, Janet worked hard to gain the skills that lead her to apply for the Brockton RCC director position in 2012. She continues to provide support to peer facilitators and all of those affected by mental illness throughout the greater Brockton area. Please welcome Janet as she shares her life experiences with us today.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. And thank you for the warm welcome. I'm so honored to be a speaker at this year's legislative breakfast. And I want to thank Commissioner Fowler and Senator Michael Roberts and Representative Patricia Haddad for joining us. I look out at those in front of me, and I know many of you are writing your own recovery story, a page every day. I admire you for your determination. Like many of us, my journey began when I was a teenager. I never received any professional help during my teens. My parents were at a loss to cope with my problems. I really had no one to talk to. My college years were a merry-go-round. Up, down, good grades, bad grades. I graduated from UMass and moved on. I worked in retail. Actually, I worked in retail for 40 years. I married and I had 2 children. My years as a mother were, for the most part, good years. My life went along with depression as my companion. I was seeing a therapist and I had a psychiatrist, yet my life was unraveling. Starting in 2009, I had hospitalizations, one after another. I lost my job. My husband was having mental health issues that he denied. After what proved to be my last hospitalization, I was referred to Brockton Multi-Service Center, a DMH site. Here I was given a team to help me. My team was a community-based flexible service team. I needed so much at this time. I needed help with medications. I needed someone to keep me organized. I wondered, was there anyone here who knew what I was feeling? What would I do for work? Even the question of could I work was there. All these questions the team helped me with. The support was tremendous. The future had been so empty, but now I had hope. Maybe one day I would be working again. My world was turning around, I was recovering. In a conversation with Tracy Sampson, the certified peer specialist I worked with, the subject came up of peer support. We talked about the Recovery Learning Community. This was a place for peers that was completely peer-run. Small talk can lead to big things. I went to peer support groups every week. It was a very comfortable place to be. We would talk, we would laugh, we would share experiences. There was a sense of trust, and we respected each other. The Recovery Learning Community, or the RLC, wanted to emphasize that we are empowered. That we are restoring our self-esteem, and building confidence to go out in the world. All of this is an important step in recovery. I had been attending the groups for about a year when group leaders suggested I would be a good facilitator. Wow. Another step forward on the road to recovery. I would need to attend a training, be certified, and when the opportunity presented itself for me, I would facilitate a group. And this was a paid position, but money wasn't the incentive. To be more actively involved in the healing process of the group was paramount. Now the facilitator guides the group through the day's issues, helping the members focus and be on target for the most part. But I found the position of facilitator to be a challenge for my personal growth. As a member of the group, I so looked forward to the meetings. Often the groups were the most important part of the day. I would go to the meetings, having had a bad day or a difficult day, and the peer support group would turn it around. Group members know each other. Everyone is accepted for themselves. It is a community. In the summer of 2011, the Southeast Recovery Learning Community came to town. New leadership was the Boston Medical Center. BAMSI, FinFen, Child and Family Services became our providers, our partners. Everybody was energized and anxious to move forward. The ROC is still highly energized. In the winter of 2011, I had been given the job of site coordinator for the Ransom Recovery Community Center. This meant more responsibility, and I appreciated it. My wellness is related to peer support, but there is more than one way to succeed. Believe in yourself, know your gifts, and strive to find your way to success. In September of 2011, I interviewed for the position of director of the Barton Recovery Community Center. I was hired. I was attaining goals I never thought possible. I enjoy my work tremendously. I run groups, I plan events, problem solve, attend trainings, go to meetings. Besides these duties, attend trainings and go to meetings. Besides these duties, I can interact with every member in every group. I've grown to be a good person. I want to show you something. Let's see. And you're going to see it. 2 seconds. Make that 5 seconds. Okay, I think you got it. All right. See this? I've got a business card. This is the job, the best job I ever had. Actually, it is a career. I have succeeded. People, it's out there. Stay positive and find something that makes you happy. There are all kinds of successes out there. Don't give up hope. The future is yours.